Okay, Andy, you know water is a critical resource for us in this community. What will you do to protect its vitality for Gwinnettians today and tomorrow?
I agree that water is an extremely critical resource, and I think we need to recognize that we are actually water insecure. We only have one source of water that actually services the Gwinnett County, and that is the Lake Lanier water supply, our reservoir. And the reality is that we need to have alternatives, and we need to probably think prospectively in terms of what we're going to do going forward, going to provide for other options for water, especially considering we are currently in litigation with Florida and Alabama, who are threatening to try to turn down the spigot in terms of how much water we can get from Lake Lanier. So in terms of what we're going to be doing in the future, as we continue to grow, especially when we look at the fact that we occasionally have droughts and things like that might affect our supply, we have to figure out what can we do, working with the state of Georgia and also with the Corps of Engineers, to say, okay, we know we only have one source. What can we do to create some alternatives, other reservoirs or something else that we can benefit from in the future to have an alternative source as we continue to grow to become more than 1 million people. Because we do not have access to that resource, we're going to have a major problem going forward. So we have to plan for that. Obviously, we need to continue to focus on conservation efforts in terms of educating our public. I would also look at legislation locally in terms of our code. As we continue to build larger buildings, and we're building apartments all over the place, and you make sure they include in their development flow control, something to make sure that they are not using more resources than they need to in terms of providing the services to the residents of those larger buildings and projects. So those are some of the things I'd focus on. In addition, I would say that we have certain core issues that we need to look at, supporting the Yellow River water reclamation plant, as well as Wayne Hill, which we've heard about before, and trying to continue to recycle the water that we're getting so that we can put it back as a resource we can then reuse again, as we're doing right now. So those are some of the things I would focus on as the Gwinnett County Commission Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.